Welcome back to AeroHub Boulevard. It's early December. Over my shoulder, you can see that the office structure has really taken shape, and you can see the outline of what the office is going to look like. All of the structure components of the building have been in place for about a week. What you see going up now on the office is some of the framing that'll support the glass, as well as the architectural panels that'll make up the facade of the office. On the production part of the facility, again, the structure is all in place, and they've recently begun work on putting the roof in. As they put in the roof components, they'll actually be putting in the insulation at the same time, so that'll take a while. For the last week on the structure of the building, while all the columns and girts have been in place, they spent quite a bit of time putting in the cross bracing and a lot of the brackets and gussets that help to make the rigidity of the building get in place. Other parts of the project that are still going on this week, out by AeroHub Boulevard itself, you can see a hole that our excavation contractor has been working on for the better part of 2 weeks. That's our water connection for the fire supply and our domestic water. That'll be a fairly large pit. Most people will drive past that and won't notice that it's there, but that's a 6-inch line that'll supply the sprinkler system, and then a separate tap that supplies the drinking water for the building. And the equipment that's in that pit is quite extensive between the backflow devices and flush valves. They've also installed our fire hydrants and the lines that'll run the fire hydrants, so those should be energized here in the next few weeks. Once the building's weather tight, that's when we'll see some of our trades start inside the building. That'll be your electricians and your fire suppression contractors, as well as the HVAC work, which will be extensive on this building. On the exterior of the building, a little bit of concrete work has been done since our last update. If you drive around on the north side, you might notice that the enclosure for the load bank was poured, as well as the piers that will support the enclosure that'll keep the load bank out of the public view and keep the building beautiful. So that work was done. And then as the siding goes in, we'll be able to start doing things like bringing over the new load bank and placing other equipment on that contract. As with most construction work in our region, wintertime slows things down when you're on the exterior of a building. So 1 day of rain may take 2 days to recover. So while work will continue, things are just a little bit slower. You don't see quite as much progress as you do during the summer months while we work through the winter. But work has continued nonetheless, especially as the building begins to get enclosed and we get out of the elements. You'll see trades on the inside of the building really getting busy. We have containers in our parking lot where our electrician and HVAC contractors are starting to receive materials here to the site, so that when the time comes for them to start installation, that'll be ready to go. This will probably be the last update video before Christmas, so if I don't get a chance to see any of you directly, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will continue with updates throughout the winter. They may be a little more inside than outside, especially as it starts to get cold. We appreciate your interest in our building project, and hopefully these videos keep you up to date on what's happening with the building. So again, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from General Tool Company.